안녕하세요 여러분, Tony입니다. Hello everyone, it's Tony. So after what has felt like an eternity, we are finally getting the official solo debut of soloist B.I. Hanbin, formerly of iKON, if you weren't aware, with his first solo album, first solo full album, being titled Waterfall. With it comes 12 tracks, 12 amazing tracks I might add. If I've seen all of the teasers, we've checked out all of them, and almost all of them have absolutely amazing songs, and I'm very excited to check them out. And with it comes track number 2, which is actually the music video that we're gonna be checking out right now, being titled 일라일라 해변 in Korean. Really excited for it because it's the only track that didn't get teased early on in the actual teasers that have been released. But to that extent, if you want to check out my reactions to any of the 11 other teasers, as well as Waterfall, which is the intro track to this, whether it be a performance or the live film of Waterfall, the intro film, BI's previous Midnight Blue pre-release, as well as Ain't Got That, which is another pre-release he did, or his collab with Epic High. You can find them all in the BI playlist in the description box below. Yes, that's right, I finally did make the BI playlist, so hopefully check out a video from there. But with that being said, without further ado, let's get into it. I just want to quickly ask you guys, what track from the actual album is your favorite? You can have more than one. I'd love to get your recommendations down in the description box below. And I believe, I can't remember. I think the fandom name for BI, if I recall correctly, is ID. So are you an ID also? Without further ado now, though, let's get into it. I'm really excited for this. Really excited for BI soloist, man. Okay. Oh, so this is following up from the intro film. Okay. So he was underwater now. Okay. BI looking good. Chee! Like my skin doesn't look this glowy when I come out of the water. I need to know what type of sunscreen what type of concealer he like waterproof concealer. Like I need to get whatever he's getting. Like the jawline. Look, jeez. This feels like really like an actual movie almost. Less so than a music video. Oh. I like the distant aspect of it, like the echo-ness, like how there's a soft kind of instrument coming in, but it's very subtle. And I like the echo-ness, like the distance that we feel to it, because it feels like it's in a distant memory. Right now we're still on the beach with him. BI's voice is just so unique. There's an airiness to it, there's a calmness, there's a soothingness. Oh. Oh. I was not expecting this from 일라일라, I'll be very honest with you, because of every other song off this album from the track films. If you listen to them, it's more like in a sad way. It's more like about his journey, a metamorphosis to where the final track is, which is Rebirth, which talks more about, I think the entirety is an evolution of him starting from where he began as Waterfall, which is a diss track to his haters, then finally I think him coming to terms with everything at the end of the album. So that is really cool. So I'm surprised that we're having a bit more of like almost a brighter tone song as track number 2 following Waterfall, which is the diss track. Very interesting, but I'm not hating it one bit. I love Hanbin's voice. It's very soothing, it's very bright, and it has a calmness to it, even though it's very airy in it. That's like you hear his voice, you hear his rap, it's so distinct, it's so unique. I love it. Hey, it's the same. This is the same backdrop that he uses for Waterfall performance film. It's so cold enough to freeze my heart. The lyrics. Oh, I love how he does but he times it perfectly with the piano. Dung dung dung. There's a little staccato playing a little bit fun on the piano. Oh, at the end of My Eyes is a beach. Okay, these are a lot of scenes from the intro. Pervade. Okay, yo, the skin, like his skin, man, like his freaking skin is so perfect. like I feel like I need to cover up my face. Oh, I love the fade from this on the Illa Illa. Love it. Illa 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 Illa. It's a real softness to it, isn't it? I love how he's bringing in his deeper tone here over top of the Illa. Oh, yo, his rap is, like, as I mentioned, his rap is so unique. It's so distinct. The only person I could ever distinctly put maybe a semblance to is his fellow icon member Bobby, because Bobby and him are two rappers I find have the most unique rapping style, and they're so distinct. Like, they were made to perform. And in particular, I find that BI has a bit of that aggressive, that swag nature, that a bit of that Western feel that Bobby gives off to it. Very different, but still very similar, I find. And I just love both of them for the like how they approach their rapping. With that being said, again, let me know in Waterfall what's your favorite track in the album, for those of you that skipped the intro. And also, if you're also an ID, I would love to know if you're an ID in the comment section below. Is he shirtless? Oh, okay. I like how it's a more upbeat section here, even though the video is so like emotional. I love the build up. Oh, you can hear like seagulls in the background. Yeah, that's seagulls in the beach. Yeah, that's so cool. I've never heard that before. Oh, okay. So like the idea is like at the end of the day, even though you're crying and everything, there's a beach, there's somewhere to be found. There's like a salvation at the end. I think that's what he's looking at. And that's why it's so bright now. I like that. I love the like how like that island feel to the song too. Like a Western. Oh, I'm so happy he's happy. I'm so happy for him that he's a soloist. He's finally making music again. Ooh. No lie, I thought that was Bobby for a second. That's how similar I find that their rapping is, but distinct at the same time. Really nice. I love that he's having a second rap section, because this one feels a bit more emotional, but more like vulnerable than the other section was. But that shows off the versatility. Tease it from the intro. It's a familiar farewell. I'm actually really curious to see who the features were on the album. They were unknown during the album. Oh, I love the echo effect. Illa, 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 illa. What a debut. Illa, illa, illa. This is gonna be one of my favorite songs for the summer, by far. I love the doubling that he adds on this, the echo effect. Really nice. It almost feels like a whole kind of like group. It feels like a whole like a fan chant almost to an extent. I like that aspect of it. Trying to bring everybody in kind of makes it like a family feel. Really nice. I love how he's playing the staccato, like this dun dun dun. It's a really fun, playful song. I was not expecting that. Because everything... Some Michael Bay lens flares. We gotta love them. Like, even here, it's like an end credit scene. Makes it feel like such a movie. His voice is so versatile. It's all him, but it sounds like 5 different artists. That's how crazy it is. Man, this song was overall, it's such a good song, man. BI Illa, what a debut. What a way to make a splash in the solo scene. I think it's been long overdue to have him back, and it's so good to have him back. This voice definitely needed to be heard. This music definitely needed to be heard. These lyrics needed to be heard. And it's so cool when I look over the entire aspect of the album where Illa stands as track number 2 right after the diss track. It feels like this is the reset. After track number 1, it's like this is like he's grown to understand, to accept what happened and moved on from it. And the entire album is him understanding that and going through that progression. And it's a great way to start off the album, I'll be honest, apart from the intro. It has that brightness, it has that vibrancy, that energy, but most importantly, I think it just really, you can hear the happiness, you can hear the funness, you can hear just the joy that he has for being back in music, making music, releasing music, sharing music with everyone. And this is definitely going to be one of my favorite songs for summer 2021. It's going to be maybe one of my favorite albums from summer 2021. I'm really looking forward to checking out all 12 tracks, and hopefully you guys can let me know in the comment section below some recommendations, as well as if you're an ID. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. 감사합니다. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, or something I want to talk to, feel free to leave in the comment section below, and I'll get to you as soon as possible. With that being said, guys, I've been Tony, and you can say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video. 안녕!